Hello. In this video, we will be discussing about Ashtakavarga. What is Ashtakavarga? Well, Ashtakavarga is a very unique system as per sage Parashara, which makes predictions very easy, very simple, as compared to predictions made as per the birth charts and Varga charts and the placement of the planets and doing analysis where they are placed, which zodiac signs they are placed, what they are aspecting, what are they being aspected by, what are their strengths, so on and so forth. But this system of Ashtakavarga is nothing but a very precise and simple way where we can make predictions. Now, how does Ashtakavarga system work? Basically, we know that there are 7 planets other than the shadow planets of Rahu and Ketu, which are Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. And why we call it Ashtakavarga is because we take these 7 planets plus the ascendant, which make it 8, and that's why it's called Ashtakavarga. Ashtak means 8. So we take these 7 planets and the ascendant as a reference point, and each of them will score a particular point, meaning that these planets and the ascendant will score a particular point based on how auspicious or inauspicious their placement is. And these scores are given in digits, and they can be anywhere starting from the digit 0 to the digit 8. 8 being the most auspicious number, or the score rather, and 0 being the most inauspicious number or score. So we know that when we make a reference point of these 7 planets and the ascendant, they will all score a particular digit, which makes it auspicious and inauspicious. So we'll see several Ashtakavarga charts based on these 7 planets. So we'll see an Ashtakavarga chart for Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn. However, when we do an analysis, we make a combined Ashtakavarga chart for all the planets, and this combined Ashtakavarga chart for all the planets is called the Sarva Ashtakavarga chart. And it becomes very easy. If you look at a Sarva Ashtakavarga chart, you will see the 7 planets, and then you will see the respective zodiac signs, which are Aries through Pisces, in front of these planets, these 7 planets. And we have already mentioned we will not take into consideration Rahu and Ketu in this particular system. So you will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Sun. You will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Moon. You will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Mars. You will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Mercury. You will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Jupiter. You will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Venus. And you will see the 12 zodiac signs in front of Saturn. And like we've already discussed, that scores are allocated to each of these blocks, meaning which Sun and the zodiac sign of Aries will have a score. Similarly, Sun and the zodiac sign of Taurus will have a score. Similarly, Sun and the zodiac sign of Gemini will have a score. Now, if you go down, Moon will have a score in the zodiac sign of Aries. Moon will have a zodiac sign in the zodiac sign of Taurus. Moon will have a score in the zodiac sign of Gemini. And so it goes on to the 12 zodiac signs. So once again, every planet in relationship to a zodiac sign has a score. So Sun will have a score in relationship to all the 12 zodiac signs. Moon will have a relationship to all the zodiac signs. So similarly, all the 7 planets will have a relationship with all the zodiac sign, and the relationship of the planet with one zodiac sign will have a score. And that score, like we have mentioned earlier, is anywhere between 0 to 8, and 8 being the most auspicious, where 0 being the least auspicious. Now, the total score of the Ashtakavarga will come to 337. So if we calculate all the scores of Sun in comparison with the zodiac signs of Aries through Pisces and add them with all the other planets like Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, it will come to a total score of 337. That is a standard. That has to be 337. So it's like a matrix that we have when we do a Ashtakavarga table, or rather a Sarva Ashtavarga table, which means that it shows the 7 planets relationship to the 12 zodiacs and the scores allocated to these zodiac signs. Now, there are 2 ways of analyzing an Sarva Ashtavarga chart. What you have to see is, you have to look at the points, the total points of a particular zodiac sign and the total points of a particular planet. Now, in case the total number falls below 25, it is considered inauspicious. In case the total points are above a score of 30, it is considered auspicious. And anywhere between 25 and 27 points are considered neutral. And this applies to the zodiac signs as well as the planets. So the total number of points allocated to one individual planet in that matrix should be 30 or higher to make it highly auspicious. 25 to 27 makes it neutral, and below 25 is considered inauspicious. So here we are talking about planets. Now we can do the same thing for the zodiac signs as well, which means that if we add up the total points allocated to each zodiac sign in reference to the planets, then the total points which are considered to be auspicious for a particular zodiac sign is 30 and above. 25 and 27 is neutral, and below 25 is inauspicious. Now, how do we analyze further as far as the zodiac signs are concerned? Say, for example, Aries zodiac sign is coming as a total score of 30 and above. And in the natal chart, in the birth chart, Aries falls in the 10th house of profession, which means that if the point for Aries is 30 or above for that particular birth chart, the person's profession will be good because that particular zodiac has a score of 30 or more. Similarly, if you look at a birth chart, if you look at the placement of planets, in case, say for example, Saturn is sitting in a particular house and the score of Saturn, the total score of Saturn in the Sarva Ashtavarga chart is more than 30, then Saturn will give auspicious results to the house where it is placed, or also to the zodiac signs it represents in that particular chart. So this is how we study the auspicious effects of a Rashi or a zodiac sign and the auspicious effects for a planet. And the same applies for the house as well. And the same applies if the planet is considered to be inauspicious or if a zodiac sign is inauspicious. And in case a zodiac sign is inauspicious, we've already discussed the total points allocated to that zodiac sign will be less than 25. Similarly, if a planet would behave as inauspicious in a particular birth chart, the total points will be less than 25. So this is how we study pretty much in a very concise, simple way as to what zodiac signs are good for us and the significations of that zodiac sign. Say for example, we are talking about a zodiac sign which falls in the 5th house, which means that the signification of the 5th house is children. So that zodiac sign in relationship to that effect for children will be auspicious in case the score is 30 or more. So this is how we pretty much study a Sarva Ashtavarga chart, and in a very short, concise, easy way can determine the auspiciousness or inauspiciousness of a particular planet or zodiac sign or a house based on the scores or points allocated to them. Now, another analysis which we can do with the help of a Sarva Ashtavarga chart is the timing of an event. So when we look at the transit of planets, we know that if a planet transits in a zodiac sign where the total score is 30 or above, the results are going to be auspicious. Also, if we do not consider the total score, if we just consider that particular score related to that zodiac sign in reference to that particular planet, whose total score can be a maximum of 8, as we have discussed that earlier. So we know that in case that particular planet transits a zodiac sign where the points are more than 5, actually 5 or above until 8, it is considered good. So that transit in that particular zodiac sign will be good. Similarly, if the points or score allocated to that zodiac sign is 4 out of 0 to 8, as we've discussed, that's the range which it can go to. If the total points or total score is 4, and if a transit of a planet happens through that particular zodiac sign, based on the transiting planets, as we know that planets are transiting all the time, then the results will be felt as average, and anything below 4 points, the results would be considered as below average, or rather bad, I could say. So this was a little discussion on Ashtakavarga charts, and you'll see the Ashtakvarga charts on the screen here, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The total score should be 30 or more to make it extremely auspicious, and the score in that particular zodiac sign, which is not the total score, should be 5 or more to make it extremely auspicious. And this is how we determine the auspiciousness or inauspiciousness, through an Ashtakvarga chart or table. And also we can determine the auspiciousness while the planets are transiting, meaning which we will know the auspicious effects felt during a transit. So this is how we can determine the timing of an event, good or bad. So we'll discuss about another topic in our next video. Till then, goodbye.